The ethical issue of hate speech and discrimination are big issues that YouTube's faced with. And based on rule utilitarianism, YouTube's stronger stance on removing this hateful content from its platform is not ethical. So, from the ARS Technica article, I think that's the article name, the big issue becomes discussed is how YouTube is setting themselves up for banning and getting rid of videos that promote like hate speech and extremist ideologies. They talk about a specific example I want to get into when it comes to the popular channel Steven Crowder, who made videos and would make homophobic jokes against Fox writer Carlos Maza. So from this encounter, YouTube didn't remove any of these videos that were created this hate speech towards Maza, and said that if opinions don't violate their policies, that it can stay on YouTube. But later, they suspended the channel's monetization due to a pattern of actions that harmed the broader community. So when it comes to rule utilitarianism, we have to apply the principle of utility to moral rules, which basically states that an action is right or wrong based on how much the overall happiness is affected, as in if it's increased or decreased. So in our situation with Carlos Maza and this channel, we can see that the overall happiness did not go up because YouTube didn't remove any videos, just demonetized them, even though there was clear hate speech involved. So for this reason, we could consider this unethical. Another example comes from an article that brings in the civil rights group, the Muslim Advocates. And in this, they're said to applaud YouTube for their move. However, they can still do more, bringing in the question on how the company will enforce the new policy against popular YouTubers that speak on like anti-Muslim hate specifically. So we can see that even though they're happy with the new move, they're still worried about hate speech against them, which kind of has a small increase in happiness, but also kind of a increase in uncertainty as well. So kind of makes this a non-ethical, or it is ethical but an unethical situation. So overall, based on my research, it seems as though YouTube is kind of starting to work on policies and such against hate speech and discrimination, but people agree that they can do more. And lastly, I'll end off by saying that in another article I found, they talk about more like extremist content will be shown to people already consuming that kind of content. So to me, although the idea is a good idea, it seems as though there's a lot of uncertainties and unhappy outcomes that outweigh the happy and good outcomes, therefore creating an unethical circumstance from YouTube's part.